Guys, welcome back to another Poppy Playtime Theory, which this theory is gonna be so important. It will lead us further down the factory in chapter 6. This last game, of course, is to be about the orphans, and he does say this.
He doesn't know. Oh.
He said they're in a better place now. And of course, you would think heaven, but obviously, let me show you this clip. Look, as you can see, as we're during a chase scene with Lily Lovebirds. We're going further. As she's doing her counter, she says in the bad tour box, but her dialogue is the most important dialogue ever.
Whoa.
And this is because after a little bit through this part,
She got
yeah.
No, what? Oh, this is safe and.
And obviously, once we go through here, this is when she says some important words. That is very important through the role of chapter 6.
No, she got
Okay, yes, I do so. But to be honest, Jason's very hard. She's the worst.
Oh.
And she says this in the dialogue. If I can't go to a better place, you can't either. She means a literal better place. Like the prototype said, the orphans are in a better place. He's holding them somewhere where he only wants them to be safe and ready for his army. Because he needs some important stuff. To be immortal, to take control of the factory, to get every toy on his side, and to escape the factory to lead the army to kill humans because he thinks that toys are better than humans. And as we can see, this guy will explain what we mean about better place.
Listen to the tape between Elliot Ludwig and Ollie.
Did you say something? Oliver?
Yeah.
If you want to talk, I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to know how you're feeling, but
Always.
Yeah.
No, Ollie.
It's never about me. About my better place.
He said it's never about me, never about my better place. It's always about her. Hint, hint, Poppy.
It was for her.
It was for her. And he said that he's only a prototype, which means Ollie is the prototype, just like they said at the end of chapter 4. And also Ollie for Oliver Ludwig. So it's also something else I want to talk about. The prototype is Poppy's brother, which is also the son of Elliot Ludwig that he adopted, Oliver Ludwig. It's wanted to be called Ollie, but thinks of that he's only a prototype.
We can learn about it just from this tape if you read between the lines. In this recording, the conversation feels vulnerable and emotional. Ollie sounds at the end of his rope, maybe even betrayed. And in his anger, he snaps back that all of this was never about his better place and that it was all for set could for. A happy thing he's not reacting. The better place really was. Like a promise a parent makes that they never intend to keep, but only say it so within the factory. Before going deeper into speculation, let's think about what caused this location to even be a thing. The prototype went from being Ollie into an experiment that was abused in some of the worst ways possible. He was imprisoned and hurt over and over again. He was forced to interact with adults that wanted to pick him apart and find the answers to their poppy gel inquiries. As one of 2 legacy experiments, it's more than likely the prototype also was aware of the growth of the project over the years he was
he's been working on a project about the better place to have his own personal safe haven for the orphans, as we had with all the toys, which Zoe was a leader of.
Confinement, the constant building, the constant cycle of orphans coming in and out. With all that in mind, it seems to
So he's been doing this for years. So there's probably hundreds and hundreds of orphans. He's creating an army.
Once he was in control of the factory, the prototype would turn what was once a prison into his home. And maybe that was his plan all along.
So this is his plan, to turn this into his home, but get rid of every human possible where he doesn't feel threatened, because he feels like that toys are better than humans, and humans are a threat to him and the other toys.
He has said how betrayed she felt once the prototype went along.
And we all know how what happened to the prototype's betrayed. When Huggy betrayed him, she snapped like that. Literally just stabbing Huggy Wuggy, killing Kissy while she's there, so since Kissy was part of the betrayal. And of course stabbing us later. Because he does not play with betrayal, he goes insane.
The hour of joy completely different than what they apparently saying she had the...
Not now, not ever. I hate him, and I hate this place, and I hate that he's... Right. He explained everything, and he's right. We can't leave. It's too risky, what they did to us.
Picked a great name, but your voice doesn't quite match it?
Happen to us or anyone ever again.
Could a better place be the childhood fantasy that the prototype decided to create for real out of the lies Elliot Ludwig told him? It's possible that the prototype decided to use the name to make him look like a real savior that is keeping promises no one else could. Adding to his goal was a ploy have been to different characters and are about to get love braids. Going back to chapter 3, we meet Mr. Light and Barb, and from notes and tapes, we learn that Catnap locked her in the school and did not let her get near the orphans.
Where are the kids? Please, where are the children? Are they in the same place as the employees?
No.
Are the children safe?
Yes.
Oh, can I see them?
No.
And that was it. That's all he'd tell me. Probably because he knew I'd kill them all.
Yeah, this is already clear. Mr. Light is psycho. Jeez, Mr. Light, he's so psycho.
It was clear how dangerous she was. That could have led to the
So a prototype doesn't let anybody dangerous. So what he would trust is Catnap, because he knows Catnap would follow his lead and never betray him. Because Catnap felt like he was the savior. The one to save them all, put them in a better place. And he treated the prototype like a god and killed anybody that opposes him, which is why we had to do it. But he finished him off because he knows Catnap was a weak link now and couldn't help him, but lead us to the better place. And he couldn't take that chance. Because he's the one to keep the orphans safe for now and turn them into his experiments. Kind of like where we were at the end of chapter 5.
Thinking her behavior is too risky and her past action too unsavory to be redeemed or reformed for his use. Catnap is devoted to the prototype and believes in his ideals. He will likely agree in delivering whatever treatment the prototype saw fit for the individual, or he made decisions based on the prototype's views of right and wrong. So, moving forward with the theory that the better place will be a location where only allies of the prototype will reside.
Yeah, I can't pop you.
Experiment number 1188. What's his real name again? Okay.
Wow, I forgot who it is.
How you doing, bud? This is officially your 4th year in your new body.
That's messed up. They don't even care. Forgot who it was. So he thinks of the
Is it likely
prototype
that
as a
Catnap was
savior.
acting with the prototype's better place in mind? Hence, the prototype will save us. Now, that circumstance between Catnap and Mr. Light eerily mirrors the prototype's treatment of Lily Lovebreeds. Lily was examined to have an issue with dissociation between her mind and body in her new life as a toy. Even before the Hour of Joy, the scientists had to dress up in order to interact with her. After the Hour of Joy, her non-stop conditioning and confinement led to madness. And if she got too confused, she quickly became aggressive and a danger to everyone. Aside from being punished for
Just
her
like she did with
crimes,
us.
could the extreme isolation also be a way to keep the orphans safer from her? She infers herself that she is aware she will never be allowed to go to the better place, and she doesn't know why. No idea what she did to be excluded from everyone else. But
Probably
if the
'cause you're
prototype
psycho,
is to
Lily.
gain trust, he has to prove that all who do mean harm to the children will be shunned. It does seem like the prototype does act based on what he believes is right or wrong, or maybe what is fair and what is long term. But kind of strange. They mention a judge.
Oh, you can speak.
Yeah, they're talking about a judge. But maybe they're talking about the prototype. We don't know the actual judge.
Someone who obviously has been sharing information and perpetuating
Or maybe
the
helping the
divide and
prototype, and he's
isolation
the
between
one that works at the
above
better place.
world
Will
and
lead to a
down
new
below.
character in
Could
chapter
the judge
6.
have something to
Other
do
than the
with
ones you already
better
know,
place?
Boxy Boo and
Someone
Kelly
who
Willy.
also works under the prototype to maintain the status quo. Maybe one of the prototype's beliefs on what makes a better place is accountability for one's actions. A judge of sorts would be a way to do this. This whole judge idea is kind of developing since it's literally mentioned in the beginning and then never again. But it's interesting and weird, bro. It's something to think about. All of this work the prototype has done to make a to keep her safe or to keep her in one place while he figures out the secrets to the Poppy Joe creation. Isolation seems to be a
because the
major
secrets.
tool in his.
Because obviously it brings us back to the dead rat theory. These secrets were that electricity and Poppy Joe were doing. To figure out these secrets, he had to kill us, put us there, Gibble electrocute us. So we are the experiment. We already said, it's already confirmed. We were the one in the Poppy Joe, just like in the Think Noodle leak videos. And in my theory of it, of course, if you want to check it out, it's YouTuber Think Noodles, of course.
Enforcement of power and order, probably because he was left isolated and abused for years on end. He knows what it does to the mind, and so it would make sense he would rely on this tactics. Part of the isolation would also be the better place, a part of the factory he created and then named to spite his creator who did not deliver his promises. That could be a part of the reason for his extreme anger towards Poppy as well. He doesn't want her to see him as a monster, since he actually did build them a better place, a real home. And he's tired of her not seeing the bigger picture. I'm tired of her trying to blow up the whole factory. She probably still got it in the back of her mind. Home does not mean the same thing to the prototype and the other Playtime co-orphans as it does the average person. Chapter did cruelly to manipulate the children with something they all wanted. But Playcare was advised the toys to follow his rule. He wouldn't use a word or the promise of it when it never meant anything to any of them. Now, a better place? A place free from dice. By coming back to the factory, are we destroying everything the prototype is trying to build for the toys, even if his actions are twisted? What do you guys think? Let me know down.
But about this better place, we will obviously see it in chapter 6 and be able to save the orphans, or maybe we'll bring new characters, bad or good, or maybe they're already toys. And they're just being isolated in that better place to trick the mind to go crazy to escape Playtime Co. But maybe it'll be revealed in the Project Playtime map if I talked about in another theory. But also, comment down below what other theories you want me to do. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And bye!